What is going on, you guys? What is going on, you guys? Let's make sure this microphone working. It be having a mind of its own. Oh, it's working. Y'all can hear me. It is a beautiful day, man. It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco. Back in the morning. Yesterday we did a 6:30 show. You guys showed out. I appreciate all of you guys. But we are back in the morning, man. It's Philly Morning Joe. We're gonna talk about some things today. We're gonna talk about some possible trades that the Eagles may be involved in. I'm gonna be real with you. There's one guy that I heard the Eagles are interested in. Other than that, it's a bunch of rumors. We'll see what happens there. Obviously, we're going to talk about this win. We're going to talk about Sam Howell. I do see the Commanders fan already in the building. I already also see what we got 18 people in the building. Shout out to all of y'all. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We also got an announcement. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, but we'll get into all of that. But before we do, I just want to say what up to all y'all, man. We got 18 people in the building, and we also have a poll question. Now, the poll question might be a little bit controversial, I guess. Maybe controversial, right? You guys hear my voice. I'm not feeling the greatest, but we gonna get through it. And I want to know, do you guys think Nakobe Dean will be a starter when he's healthy? And the reason why I asked this before I give any of my information, you know, I'm gonna probably answer it halfway through the show, so stick around for that. But the reason why I ask is because our linebackers have been looking good. If I'm being 100% honest, our linebackers have looked really good. We've been playing very well. We're going to go through some of the numbers for this defense and the rankings of where we're at, but we've been doing well so far. And do you fix what's not broken, right? It feels like, you know, Nicholas Morrow is getting his time in. He's really getting comfortable in this defense. Zach Cunningham has played outside of his mind, in my opinion, especially for what we got him for, right? I'm not sitting here saying he's the next coming of Brian Urlacher, but he has played very well. So there's a lot of questions as far as this defense and when guys get back. We'll also go through the walkthrough as far as injuries go. There are a couple guys that were banged up that didn't practice. Now, it was a walkthrough, right? So I saw a lot of people kind of getting a little bit nervous and maybe a little bit overly nervous. Come back to me Thursday, Friday, and we'll talk about that. Well, today's Thursday, but let's look at what the injury report looks like today, tomorrow, and that will give us more of a clear answer on what's going to happen. Now, my light already just wants to take a little break. It turns on and off. It has a mind of its own, I'm telling you. But who we got in here, man? Who we got in here? We already got 25 votes on the poll, and it's closer than I thought it was going to be. We got 68% of you saying yes, and 32% of you saying no, he will not be a starter when he is healthy. Let me know in the comments why you feel your way, whether you want him to be a starter, whether you don't. But shout out to Kyle, first person in here, if I'm not mistaken. He said they hate us because they ain't us. It's the truth. It's the truth. What's going on, Breezy? What's going on, David? PJ in the building, always showing out. What's good? That's my nephew. Shout out to my nephew. Go subscribe to him. Commanders fan up in the building. Say y'all ready to lose Philly? Maybe. You never know, right? You guys surprised us last year. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. Y'all feeling good with Sam Howell, even though y'all just got blown the heck out. But it is what it is. We're doing much better than these Cowboy fans. That's a fact right now. That is a fact. They are hurting. They are using words like redemption. They're using words like hating on us. You know what I'm saying? They're feeling it right now. Sam Howell ready to beat y'all. We back to take y'all undefeated away. Hey. Maybe I ain't gonna say that. It is what it is. Sam better than sneak merchant Jalen. You know what I am gonna say? Learn how to write, because if you're gonna talk junk, at least be a little bit literate. Okay, I know Washington doesn't have a nice stadium, but I'm sure you got decent schools, right? So maybe you should go back and learn how to write and full sentences. You know what I'm saying? Because that's very helpful to me. Sam Howell still in the ice tub. Hold on. We got a lot of people in here. My bad. I'm like skipping. What's going on, Tracy? Yeah, what's going on, Bobby? He says Sam Howell still in the ice tub after getting sacked 9 times last Sunday. We talked about it. Sam Howell is one of the most, I think he's the most sacked quarterback in the league so far, on pace to break a record. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too hyped, but we'll see what happens. You know what he say? What's going on, Dana? What's up, Castro and Philly Bird Gang? Let's get ready for this divisional game. Should be a good one. It should be. I mean, divisional, I'm going to be real. Divisional games are always good games, right? It's always usually pretty close. You always have a dog fight usually in these division games. But this year, I feel like it should be different. And if it's not, and we just win, we win. It is what it is. You know, we're going to analyze it like we always do. But I feel like this is a game we should go out there and dominate this team. I think that we're just a better team, right? And I think that we should be able to show it. So I want us to win no matter what, how it looks. I really don't care. But I do think that this is a game that we should go out there and dominate. So I'm hoping that's what we see. We got to talk about the brotherly shove. We could talk about it. I'm tired of people, man. I said it yesterday. There's an easy route. There's an easy road to beating to stopping the brotherly shove, and that's not letting us get in position to go ahead and do it. But there's so many quarterbacks that do QB sneaks, and people want to tell me till they're blue in the face that the only reason we're so successful, even though the QB sneak on its own is damn near 80% successful throughout the NFL since 2016, they want to tell us that the reason that we're so successful is because we got people pushing from behind. I think that the world is going to break down. The world is going to melt. It is going to start raining pigs. Pigs are going to fly. All that stuff, all that weird stuff is going to happen that one time that Jalen Hurts doesn't have nobody pushing from the back and still succeeds on the sneak. It comes down to our offensive line, and it comes down to Jalen Hurts. The offensive line is beating everybody, and Jalen Hurts just knows how to utilize his body to get across that line. It's 1 yard. It is 1 yard. I could see if we were saying, cornerbacks need to be blindfolded when Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball. That's not what's happening. We're not cheating. We're using just like Tom Brady in the Bill Belichick era, they used every single stupid rule to their advantage. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. So, it is what it is. People going to be mad. They could be mad. I really don't care. It's going down on Sunday. You already know, Breezy. You already know. We got the Magic Sam elite. Is he elite now? Is he elite? Didn't he just throw like 4 interceptions? That's pretty elite, right? More like Eli, you know what I'm saying? Definitely hit that like button. 4 interceptions in 1 game, Sam Howe. Talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got it. That's the thing I love about y'all. That's the one thing one of the things I love about y'all. I ain't even got to say nothing. Y'all let these people know. You let these people know about themselves before I even have to. Now, remember, guys, let's not, time nobody out unless they're being disrespectful. Let's not kick nobody out unless they're being disrespectful. Let's, I'm trying to keep everybody's wrench. I want everybody to have a wrench. This is a family. But if I have to, I will restart it, and we'll go from there, because we have been having people kick people out unnecessarily. Now, there are times that you're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Officer Dave, I don't know where he is. He's probably crying in the corner right now because AJ Brown's doing great. But let's keep it family. Let's keep it real. Bro, I can't wait to put Sam Howell on his keister. Me either. He said keister. Me either, bro. Me either. Especially because we're going to have George on here. We're going to do a special on Sunday. We're going to do a special show Sunday because I am going to be working Sunday. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch the game at home. But we're going to do a special show. We're going to have my guy George Carmi on here. You guys know he's amazing when it comes to the Washington Commanders. He knows his stuff. Used to write for the SI and everything. So he knows his stuff. So he's going to give us some insight. But I'm feeling confident in this team. I really don't feel like there should be a close game. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we've said this before. It is a divisional game. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. But I think we should be able to go out there and dominate them and win pretty handedly. Mark, what's going on? Yo, Castro, you my boy. You already know. But I need you to stop disrespecting Decide. Tired of you underestimating Dean intelligence and sideline play is super underrated. Oh, I'm not hating on him. I'm not, and I don't want that. I don't want this poll to come off like that. I love Nakobe Dean, and I do think that he's the future of this defense. But in the position you are right now, and even the first week, Dean did great. Do not get me wrong. At the point that I'm at, and I guess we'll just get right into it. The point that I'm at, and I'll explain on this further, I guess, but I'm kind of at the point that he should be playing, right? He should be playing. But I wouldn't be mad to see Morrow getting snaps. I would not be mad to see some type of rotation in the linebacking unit. I think that Morrow deserves some snaps too. He's played very well. And like I said, Dean has played very well when he was in. But with the injury, it does worry me about his longevity. So maybe having a guy like Morrow that can just kind of, just sub in for him every now and then, I think that would help. So, I mean, it's not no hate. It's definitely not no hate. All right, who else we got in here? Before I get into who else we got in here? We got EC in the building. Linda, how will Sam Howell operate without a pocket if he's already been sacked? Exactly, 19 times. Exactly. Cinema Trip reviews. Why you take your message away, man? I wanted to read it. What's going on, my beautiful girl, Amanda, in the building? What's going on? She said, good morning, Eagles fan. Even if Morrow has 2 picks, 2 forced fumbles, and an interception, he still won't keep that spot. The organization is biased. That's very true. I wouldn't say biased, but they definitely, I mean, playing favorites is biased. So, yeah, they they tend to play favorites. They definitely tend to play favorites. I will sit here and say, Nakobe Dean to me is the future of that position, right? So you gotta, to a certain extent, you have to give him his defense. So I'm not saying that he shouldn't start. I'm not saying that he should. I just think that it's a good conversation to have. But what's going on, Taylor? What's going on? What's going on, Brandon, my dude? What's going on? He will be a starter. You know how Howie loves his draft picks a lot. No, LOL. Also hard to not start him after Georgia stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a couple of things, right? You got all his like best friends out there, so it's like you want to make everybody feel comfortable. He played very well first week. Like, I want to reiterate that he definitely played well in his first week. So it's not like he was trash. He just got hurt. And then you also look, he knows this defense, right? He knows this defense. He was the green dot all off season, obviously green dot into the preseason, green dot into the first game. So this is his defense. So in that mindset, he should start, but maybe he should get some rest. And then, you know what I'm saying? Maybe give Morrow some good snaps too. Maybe, maybe like a 60-40, 65-35, something like that. But I think that Morrow should get some snaps. What's going on, Backyard Birds podcast? You back, bro? You back making content, man? You back making content? Everybody go check out Backyard Birds. My guy, Kyle Rome, already in here talking, said 7 minutes in already talking about the star. Because y'all trash. Y'all half a star. That's what y'all are. Y'all half a star right now. We can talk about y'all all day if you want. Y'all trash, bro. Commanders fans talking about defense after giving up 37 points. Oh, God. What's going on, Bobby? What's going on, Twist? David said, I still feel he should at least get the opportunity to go there and show whether he should or shouldn't be out there. I trust his mind and ability. He's still a dog. I agree. Look, at the end of the day, I think that Nakobe, like I said, I think Nakobe Dean should be out there. It's just, to me, the question of how much. So I gave you guys a very stagnant poll, right? Maybe I should have been a little bit more detailed, gave you guys more options. But I feel like this is a good conversation to have because we don't know. I think future-wise, Nakobe Dean is that guy. But right now, we're trying to win the championship. If he can't stay healthy, you got to be a little bit more, a little bit realistic. What's going on, Yeppa? What's going on? Eagles realist, what's going on? Quick take on Dame. The Sixers are screwed. That's my question. I'm a Nets fan. We suck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, Sixers fans, I feel y'all pain. It can't be easy. This cannot be easy. Stay blessed, mighty, and strong, my brother, man. Appreciate you, John. I appreciate you. You as well. God bless, brother. You as well. Looking for Sasuke. Says Sam Howe is bird food. Yeah, we going to eat, man. We are going to eat. We are going to eat. Antonio Holmes in the building. Unforgiven in the building. Allison in the building. Excuse me. The Philly guy is in the building. We got so many. Infamous 2K in the building. What's going on, everybody? King Dread in the building. I need to see more Nolan Smith and Derek Barnett is garbage, bro. In 9 games, 1 QB hit. Smith, 6 snaps, 1 QB hit. Eagles need to stop the favoritism. Yeah. I think it's time. I think it's time for Nolan Smith to get in there, and if we can, and we'll talk about that, right? Because there are trade options out there, but if we can maybe throw Derek Barnett into a package, maybe it's time for him to move on. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 40 people already in the chat, 44 votes on the poll. Will Nakobe be a starter when he's healthy? We are starting to kind of run away with the yeses. 73% saying yes, 26% saying no. Now 74%, 46 votes. But let's talk about some stuff, man. Shout out to Infamous 2K. He said, what you think? I have a ticket. You think I'll be fine to go? You'll be good, bro. You'll be good. Just don't go crazy, but you ain't crazy. You got this. You good. You good, brother. Go out there and have some fun. Now, one thing I do want to say is you guys see the hat. I wear these every day. You know what I'm saying? I got a black one, I got a gray one, and I love them both. I love them both. You want Philly, Philly. I've had this hat since the draft. We were going to start selling it towards the draft, but things happened. I wanted to make sure we could do something fun with it. So today, we announced it yesterday on all of my social medias and everything, but I would love for you guys to check it out, man. We are going to start selling the You Want Philly, Philly hats, man. We are doing a pre-sale giveaway. We have a Sean Alexander signed poster. The first 25 people to hit the link in my description, it's a pre-order form. First 25 people to pre-order and purchase the You Want Philly, Philly hat, whichever color you want, will be entered into a giveaway to get the Sean Alexander signed poster. So if you guys want that, if you guys want the hat, go ahead and if it's right in the description. It's a dope hat. I love this hat. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people be talking about this hat, so I wanted to be able to get it out to you guys. Shout out to the digital print shop for creating this, man. It's an amazing hat. I really do love it. But let's get into some of this stuff I wanted to talk about. And talking about this team and how what's not broken, don't fix it, right? Swift second in the NFL. This is from Ed Kratz, which I guess I don't follow him, so it is what it is. I'm sorry, Ed, if you're seeing this. I doubt you are. But Swift is second in the NFL in rush yards with 308. He's behind Christian McCaffrey with 353. Now let's remember, right? Let's remember that Swift didn't touch the ball damn near at all in the first game. Damn near at all. So for him to be behind Christian McCaffrey is pretty impressive, right? The defense is tied for second in takeaways with the Steelers at 8 each, one behind the Bills at 9. Also ranked 12th overall, first versus the run, tied 25th versus the pass. Now that's something we have to get better at. That is something we have to get better at. Being tied for 25th in the pass, that is not something we want to see. Obviously, last game was a lot better, right? Going against Baker Mayfield. Now, he has some weapons as far as the offense goes. He has Mike Evans out there, Godwin out there, has a good tight end. They got some players out there. So, for us to hold them to under, I think, 150 yards total between those wide receivers is pretty impressive. I think, it's the arrow should be pointing up, right? That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the arrow is starting to point up and we'll start to see some really good play out of this defense, especially in the secondary. But offense is ranked 6th overall, second in the rush, 23rd in the pass. Again, passing needs to get a little bit better, but I really do. You make a size 800 hat. Wow, we got some Cowboys fans that need it. It's actually a flex fit. I like the flex fits. I don't like those fitted hats. When I was young, I did, but I just don't like how they fit now. I don't really like snapbacks. So they're flex fit hats. If you guys want different types of hats, we can make that happen. But yeah, you already know what time it is. We could do whatever you want. That's why we're pre-ordering it, because I want to make sure I reach out to you guys before we actually go through with the purchase and talk about what you really want, because I want you to get what you want, not just what I have. You know what I'm saying? Because we can make things work. So where we at? Hold on. The safety was a 50 front. Where we at? How often are we running 50 fronts? Are we getting home with 4? I mean, it feels like we get home with whatever we want to do, realistically. And I implore all of you, because I haven't been able to do it. And we're going to get Fran on here pretty soon, man. I got to reach back out to him. But he did some incredible work on the All-22, just breaking down this defense and the stunts that they ran. And, it was very impressive what Sean Desai is doing with this defense. And I'm excited to see where it goes, because I feel like he's still slowly learning this defense. I don't feel like he fully understands what he has, and that's not a knock on him. I think that, it's going to take some time. Going to order. My flex fits are my favorite as well. Going to order, but don't want a poster. I feel you. It is what it I have some other Eagle stuff, and maybe we'll do that down the line. But, Sean Alexander was a dog, and, I figured this would be a cool one. It's it's more expensive than most of my Eagle stuff, to be honest. That's why I was like, why not? I'm going to be on Protect Sports tonight at 8 p.m. Shout out to you. That's what's up. Send Joe a message on Facebook. He might not see the message. Yeah, facts. I don't really look at Instagram. I'm not going to lie. I be on Facebook sometimes, but I definitely don't be on Instagram that much. My girl gets annoyed with me because she sends me so many reels. But lately I've been better, right, babe? I've been better. I feel like I've been better. She ain't answered, but I think I've been better. Do I think Jalen Hurts is fully healed? Yeah, I do. I think that realistically, look, I think this passing game is a victim of its own success. I think that a lot of people are understanding that they can get over the top on a lot of teams, and secondaries aren't letting that happen anymore. Look at what Jonathan Gannon did. Jonathan Gannon did that for our defense, and he does it over there in Arizona as well. He makes sure that you're not going to get over the top of him. You're going to have to dink and dunk, and that's now what we got to do. That's what we have to do. We have to be willing to take what the defense gives us, and far too often we're not doing that. So, that's what it comes down to. We're a victim of our own success, and hopefully if Brian Johnson starts to see that, which I think he is, right? We're starting to see the running game utilized a lot more. Hopefully you see that starts to change. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll definitely see what happens. But look, I like all these stats. These are beautiful stats. These are beautiful stats. And to talk about kind of what you were talking about, right? You asked about if Jalen Hurts is still healthy. I think he is. I said that, it's kind of the defenses that we're going against. I think that Dallas Goedert kind of said it perfectly, right? Dallas Goedert was asked about the defenses the first 3 weeks and, what was going on with this offense and just his targets in general. And Dallas Goedert said, I'd say that the first 3 weeks are probably the 3 most exotic defenses that we play. We feel like going forward, we'll probably be seeing more defenses that are just kind of routine in the NFL, not the exotic stuff that we have been seeing. So that kind of that explains it in a nutshell to me. We've seen defenses do stuff that most people don't do. Look, Bill Belichick's defense is very unique, right? And then we played Brian Flores, who plays off of Bill Belichick's defense. They have very similar defenses. Thank you, Ben. So it's one of those things. My girl gave me some coffee. Everybody need coffee. That girl's, I'm telling you, I am lucky. I am telling you that. But no, look, the defenses we played this first 3 weeks, outside of the Bucks are a different type of defense, but they're a very good defensive team and a very good defensive coordinator over there, a good defensive mind coach. So they had a good defense, man. They've been very, like I said, before the game, they were very opportunistic and they were going to take advantage of what they could, but we went out there and pounded them. But you see the difference between the first 2 weeks and the third week, and this is what I'm talking about. We are seeing teams trying to do things that are outside of their realm. Now, my thing is, if other teams try to copycat that, they might not have the same success, right? Bill Belichick has lived off this, right? Bro, these ads every second. Really, is there a lot of ads? Y'all gotta buy YouTube Premium. Now, I don't know why. There never used to be this many ads. Maybe it's because y'all showing out so much. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry about the ads. I get paid for them. Even if I didn't get paid for them, you guys will still see the ads. So you're supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Let me know what ads there are, because I always like to see what kind of ads that go on. But I am sorry about that, y'all. But no, to keep going. Look, this offense, like Dallas Goedert said, is going to start seeing a lot more vanilla defenses. We're going to start seeing defenses that we're more used to. We're not going to play teams, like the Patriots. We're not going to play teams like the, Brian Flores-led Vikings. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, premium is expensive, but it definitely is worth it. It's $13.99 now? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. But, hey. Yeah, YouTube making their money. I'll tell you that much. They're getting paid way more than I am off of ads. But, it is what it is. I can't complain, But yeah, so anyways, where were we? I get so lost in the tangents. I go so far with these tangents. But look, so I am feeling very confident with this offense. I feel like they're going to get back on track. The defense is not necessarily where they need to be, but they're getting better. And I think that passing, the passing stat is kind of misleading in a sense, because a lot of teams are behind, so they're passing a lot. You add to the fact that you got Kirk Cousins that's throwing the ball damn near 50 times every week, right? And then you had Mac Jones that threw the ball, I think 40 plus times against us. So it's kind of misleading in the sense that you have a lot of teams that can only pass against us. They're not even going to try and run it because we're such a good team against the run. Why even try, right? So a lot of teams are just passing it on us and finding some success, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we're taking advantage of it as well, right? We're second in turnovers. So that it's a give and take. It's definitely a give and take. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys because I saw a lot of people kind of panicking, all right? Kind of panicking, and shout out to, I'm panicking right now. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys a great show. We got 54 people up in the chat. 55, excuse me. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. But no, I saw a lot of people panicking over this injury report, okay? They put out the injury report yesterday. It was a walkthrough. Okay, it was a walkthrough. They did not actually practice. So this is a simulated injury report. That's, I know a lot of people know that, but I just want to kind of reiterate it for those that were kind of confused by this. But, Boston Scott, he's fully available after the concussion, so that's good, right? We'll probably see a little bit more of him. You see a lot of the limited practices. Now, I'll start with Sidney Brown, Justin Evans and Quez Watkins. They are listed as did not practice. I don't think this is not, to me, an indictment that they won't play. I do feel like they're maybe just a little bit banged up. I want to see the injury report from today. I want to see the injury report tomorrow, and then we'll have a better, understanding. Sidney Brown is big. I do want to see Sidney Brown out there. Justin Evans, meh. I think he's good. Don't get me wrong, but now that we got Reed back, excuse me. Yeah, he is black though. I don't care. Reed Blankenship is black. He did the lean with it, rock with it yesterday. What else? Or Monday? What else did he do? He has the moves, man. He's invited to the cookout. But Sidney Brown is a guy that I want to see back out there. But Justin Evans, I think that Reed and Terrell Edmonds can man that position and be fine. And we'll talk about what we might be doing at that safety spot, not necessarily this week, but coming up. So, that might be a spot we don't really worry about these guys that aren't practicing. Now, Britton Covey was limited. I think he'll be fine. Fletcher Cox was limited. I think he'll be fine. Zach Cunningham limited. I think he'll be fine. Cam Jurgens is a big one. All right. Not Cam Jurgens. I think he'll be fine. But Landon Dickerson is a big one. All right. Landon Dickerson left the game Monday with a knee contusion and did not return. We talked about it yesterday. Sua Opeta took over for him. I said Isaac Seumalo, but you guys are amazing and reminded me that I'm an idiot sometimes. It was Sua Opeta, but Sua Opeta finish that game for Landon Dickerson. Now, there could be many explanations for this, right? It could be that, they were winning. They were like, Landon, just go sit down, relax. We don't want to risk anything, which would be very smart. Or Landon Dickerson was hurt and he's just good now. I think it's huge that Landon Dickerson is slated as a full participant at practice. I know it's just a walkthrough, but that's big. Tomorrow or today, I want to see the injury report again. Hopefully he's again a full participant. We can't lose Landon. Cam Jurgens either, but again, like I said, I think he'll be fine even though he's limited. But we can't lose Landon. We cannot lose Landon, and knee injuries are very scary. But no need to panic, you guys. No need to panic. Let's just wait and see what happens with this. I think that most, if not all, these guys will be good come Sunday. So I think that this was, I saw people getting a little bit nervous, so I wanted to just talk about it. I wanted to make sure everybody, kind of understood that this was kind of just a walkthrough, not necessarily what's going to be happening. Now, we do have 61 votes on the poll. Don't forget, guys, we do have a poll up. Will Nakobe be a starter when healthy? 72% of you guys are saying yes, and 28% of you guys are saying no. Eric Stewart said, Joe, I'm doing with Nakobe Dean every time you turn and he's injured. You said you're done. I'm assuming he's already undersized for the position he's playing. Look, that's a real concern. I'm not going to sit here and dismiss that concern. That's a true concern, and that's kind of why I'm at the point that it's like maybe you have to have somebody that can kind of spell him a little bit. And I don't think that that's a terrible thing. If you're able to kind of like we do with the defensive line, if you're able to sub in a guy that's just as good or, close to good, right? That helps this defense. That keeps you fresh. That keeps you good. Not keeps you French. No wee over here, but it definitely keeps this team fresh, and I think that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But what's going on, Eric? What's going on? Yeah, we already know how to beat Dallas. Just run at LT Parsons. Yeah. I'm ready to play them, bro. I just hope that we're fully healthy. I hope that they're fully healthy. No excuses, even though I know they're going to make an excuse because of Trayvon Diggs, right? Because we're probably going to pick on Deron Bland, don't season his food. Bland, that's probably what's going to happen, right? They're going to complain about that. But at the end of the day, I want no excuses. I want to go out there and just beat them down. That's it. Dank says we should be facing way more traditional defenses. Yeah, exactly. I think that going down the line, you're going to start seeing what we're used to. The NFL is a copycat league, so you might see some teams trying to do what other teams did against us that worked, but at this point, we should be ready for that. We should really be ready for that. Really, how so? Our secondary held Tampa under 15, but go on. Tampa, yeah, they did well. Again, I literally said that. They did good against Tampa, you know what I'm saying? But we still got to worry about, we don't want to be 25th, and we definitely are letting other teams take advantage of the secondary. So losing players is not a good thing. So, again, I'm not terribly worried. Oh, he said, so somebody else said that. Okay, so Infamous said our secondary is horrible. When you got a guy like Sam Howell at quarterback, I think our secondary is going to look really good. But anyways, Antonio says, yeah, we know how to beat them, but will we commit to it? That's the big thing. What's going on, Jason? What's going on? What's going on, Willie? That's the big thing, man. That is really the big thing. We have to commit to it. We're going to put that seasoning on bland. Exactly, Stoney. What's going on? Exactly. That's my thing, man. We have to, and I've been saying this, man. I've been saying this anywhere that people will listen to me. All right? The Philadelphia Eagles are a team that wins in the trenches. There is nothing to be ashamed about that. There's nothing to be embarrassed. There's nothing to be like, oh damn, we gotta win to run. We gotta run to win. Ain't nothing, no shame in my game. Run that ball 100 times if you have to. I really don't care. If they can't stop it, keep doing it. I really don't care. If a team cannot stop something, keep doing it. Just like the brotherly shove. Y'all can't stop it. Y'all mad. Get over it. You know, if you want us to stop doing it, stop us from doing it. That's it. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Just like us, right? Our weakness right now probably is our secondary. Our weakness right now probably is our secondary. So what do teams do? They pass it on us. That's what the NFL is. If your coach isn't smart enough to realize, hey, they got a weakness here, let's take advantage of it, go get a new coach. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I really don't know what people expect me to say. Y'all expect me to sit here and be like, yeah, nah, they need to stop running it. I need 400 yards to win games. Like, these aren't real wins. Like, but shut the hell up. If we run the ball 500 times in the Super Bowl and win, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I mean, we didn't even throw the ball. I mean, do we really deserve the win? Shut the hell. That makes no sense. People saying that are just upset that they didn't start doing it first. That's really what it comes down to. What's going on, Eagles fan? What it do, Joe? I'm chilling. I want Nakobe at weak side. Let Morris keep the dot. Morrow, you mean Morrow? Yeah, I mean, maybe. You know, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Personally, I'm not going to say I don't know what they're going to do. I'm going to say they're probably going to put Nakobe Dean back in there, right? That's most likely what's going to happen. But I don't know what they should do. That's it. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Go get a new coach. Facts. That's what they got to do. If he's not doing what he's supposed to do, go get a new coach. That's not my problem. That is not my problem. If you don't know how to win, that is not my problem. All right. It's not my problem. Sorry. Sucks to suck. You know what I'm saying? Tracy Ann says, I don't know why we have to win with fancy throws for people to take us serious. A win is a win. There aren't extra points for style. Exactly. You know, they didn't, when we threw for over 300 yards against the Kansas City Chiefs. Jalen Hurts had one of his best games. Jalen Hurts had one of the best games at the quarterback position in that Super Bowl. And we lost. So unless they give us 5 points for style and now we won that game, I don't give a damn how we win. I don't care what we do. I don't care if we got to run backwards and do the electric slide to win games. That's what we're going to do. I don't care if we got to do the worm all the way to the end zone. That's what we're going to do. We want to win games. We don't want to win fans. We got a fan base already. Right? We got a fan base already. We're not asking Jalen Hurts. I don't care if he got a backflip all the way to the end zone. I don't care if he has to break dance all the way to the end zone. I really don't care. You can gritty all the way to the end zone. I do not give a damn. As long as 6 points go up on that scoreboard. That's all I care about. So if people are mad about that, good. That's all I got to say. If you upset about that, good. Concerned Cafe patron said, look at Kirk Cousins leading the league in passing, but the Vikes are 0-3. Talk to him. Is that what you want? You can go back to Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford. They broke hella records. And you know what record they broke also? They went 0-16. I don't know if they were on that. I think they were on that team. I'm not 100% sure. But I know the Lions were 0-16 at some point. I don't want to lose games. I don't care how we win them, but I don't want to lose them. That you know, and that's my biggest thing. Red Who said it would be great to be 4-0 with a division win. I feel like it's a must win. Last year they were the first team to beat us, and I didn't hear the end of it from Commanders fans. Facts. I mean, Commanders beat the Cowboys and the Eagles last year. They were on a high. That's really what got Sam Howell his starting job, to be honest, was beating the Cowboys. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If we win against them. Good morning from LA. What's going on, Benjamin? If we win against them, which I think we should, you know, and especially if we can dominate, I think it does put us in a very, very good position. People are going to be chasing our tail, right? You know, that's what it comes down to. The Dallas Cowboys lost a game that they couldn't lose. That was not a game that you can lose. No matter how much they want to sit here and act like, oh, it's only week 3, we'll get over it. That now makes the games against the Eagles very important. That makes those games against the 49ers very important. That makes games that you say, hey, as long as we win the games we're supposed to win, these games that are tough, we can lose and still feel good about ourselves. Now you can't. Now you can't, right? Because you just lost a division, not a division, but a conference game against a team you should have dominated. That is a loss that is going to come back to bite them in the butt. You know, James said it. James said it himself. He said that loss is going to come back to bite them in the ass. And it's unfortunate for them. It sucks to suck. It really does. It really does. But guess what? I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Really don't care. Twist says big day for Goddard for that face mask back. Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact. We ain't forget. Still really haven't seen Dean yet. Is he off IR for the Rams? So from what I heard, he's going to come back by week 6, the earliest. I think that's against the Dolphins. You know, depending on how Morrow looks, I don't know if I want him to start against the Dolphins right away. Maybe just get some snaps, get back into the swing of things. But, you know, it's a tough, this is a good place to be. I mean, you know, you're asking, should you put your starter back in because your backup's been so good? So I'm glad that we're not at a point that we're like, damn, we need Dean to come back. This is terrible. You know, we're in a good spot. You know, this is a good problem to have. This really is, you know. And you know, I saw somebody, Stony Hawk said JC has half the snaps as top D lineman. Yeah, and he's ranked higher than all of them. Per PFF, I don't know how much you love PFF, but, you know, per PFF, he's the #1 defensive tackle in the league right now. Not rookies. He's in the world, Craig. In the world. Not just the league, not just the rookies, the world. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, these are good problems to have. We want to see more Nolan Smith. You know, Derek Barnett, yes, he's not that great, but we want to see more of these other guys because we know they're so good and they're backups. Like, it's crazy, but our starters are doing well. So it's crazy. You know, like, people aren't even talking about Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox has been going off. So, I mean, there's a lot of good to take from this, man. We're in a good spot. A lot of teams wish that they could say this about a running back that they gave up a day 3 pick for, right? So shout out to Nick Sirianni. He was asked about DeAndre Swift and just what he's been able to do. And he said he's pretty darn good. We were really excited to get him, but you never know. You see different types of speed and quicknesses once you get around players in person. I think definitely we see that. I think we see that too. I see it. I see DeAndre Swift going crazy. That man is disrespectful, hurdling over players. That man is and I love it. I love the disrespect he brings to the field. I feel like he comes and plays with a chip on his shoulder. And it's crazy because I feel like all Eagles fans really loved the pickup. We were all excited to see him be part of the Eagles. I think the NFL was very, you know, intrigued to see what would happen with him behind one of the, if not the best offensive line in the league. But he goes out there and it feels like he plays like everybody was calling him trash all offseason. Like everybody wrote him off. Like he might be pissed that he got traded. You know, he might be upset about that. And I'm glad that we got him like this because, you know, knock on wood, I'm not going to keep on saying if he stays healthy because he's healthy right now. That's all. It's a gladiator sport. It is right what it is. But if he can continue on this path, bro, this might be a historic season as far as running goes. And I mean that 100% honest. Like, I'm not even trying to say that to like gas anybody up. This could be a historic season we're watching when it comes to running. And last time we won the Super Bowl, right now, I believe, like I said, we're ranked number 2 as far as rushing goes. Last time we won the Super Bowl, we were ranked number 3. I'll say that again. The last time we won the Super Bowl, we were ranked number 3. So, y'all take it for what y'all gonna take it for. You know what I mean? Y'all take it for what y'all gonna take it for. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 68 people in the chat. Y'all are insane. Y'all are amazing. I have 70 people now. I appreciate y'all. Can we get to 50 likes? We're at 46 likes right now. I really appreciate if we could get to 50 likes. Now, this is what I know everybody wants to talk about. All right. There's a couple names that are linked to the Philadelphia Eagles. All right. I'm going to say off rip before we get into all of this conversation. The only player that I have heard and I can confirm from people telling me that we have been linked to, that we have interest in, is Budda Baker. Now, Budda Baker obviously is on PUP or whatever, so he wouldn't be able to play, I believe, for a couple weeks. But at the end of the day, I have heard that the Eagles have major interest in Budda Baker. I have heard that he is a guy that they really, really like. And Budda Baker, obviously, in the offseason has talked about the Philadelphia Eagles. He has talked about how he likes our culture. He likes our system. Felt he could really, you know, fit into it. Now, when he was talking about it, he was talking about the Jonathan Gannon system. He's now in the Jonathan Gannon system. Doesn't seem like he likes it. So it seems like it was more just Philadelphia. Now, I want to be 100% honest with you guys, all right? The other three are guys that people are talking about. Rumors are spreading. Jeremy Chin, a little bit more of a hot name than maybe a Jonathan Taylor or a Brian Burns, but it looks like the Eagles have their eyes set on improving that secondary, especially at the safety spot. Now, personally, I would love to get Budda Baker. I don't know what it's going to cost. I don't know how much we're going to have to give up. I would give up as much as maybe our second round pick. That's maybe as high as I would go. Brian Burns, I don't know if I really care too much, but he is a guy that's been linked to the Eagles because the Panthers are bad. I don't really want to pay him what he's going to get paid. I don't really want to give up the draft assets that it's probably going to take to bring him here. So, I mean, Brian Burns is a great player. He would add something to this defensive line, but I feel like it's a little bit overkill. I feel like adding a guy like Brian Burns only takes away snaps from a bunch of people. And it's just not, I don't want to say it's not worth it, but it's not something that I'm heavily interested in. Let him become a free agent, and then maybe we can talk to him in the offseason. Next year, we're going to have some money. Next year, we do have some guys that we got to re-sign of our own, but at the end of the day, we are going to have some money. The salary cap is going to go up. We're going to have some extra money from some guys leaving, some guys money coming off the books. So we might be interested in him in the offseason, but right now, I don't think that it's really all that necessary. Now, again, like I said, Jeremy Chin, he's another pretty good player. I don't know what it would take for Jeremy Chin to come to Philly, but if you can get Budda Baker, I'm going for Budda Baker, and I'm giving him, whatever we need to give up. Again, I don't want to give up a first-round pick, but I have heard that we are in talks with the Cardinals about them. We'll see what happens. This is something that has been happening for a while, okay? Earlier on in this season, this was something that was talked about. I said it on my Twitter that they have talked to the Cardinals about Budda Baker. They talked to him, and they were going to kind of monitor the situation at their safety position. And I think we're at the point that they know what they have. They know how they feel about their safeties. And he could be the guy that's coming on over here. I don't want to say that it's a definite, because it's never a definite, but it seems likely. I will be 100% honest with you. It seems pretty likely. Now, Jonathan Taylor, we talked about him yesterday. I have not heard anything about us going after him as of lately. All right. Earlier in the offseason, there was talks about that. In the preseason, there was talks about that. I did put it on my Twitter. But, yeah, Burns and Carter, that would be crazy. But I doubt that's going to happen. Hold on. My dog biting my controller. He's trying to play Xbox. But no, Jonathan Taylor is not a guy that I've heard anything about, but as of late, I should say. But who knows? I mean, look, that would what's going on, show enough, that would definitely be a move that you're like, yeah. I mean, imagine that. Just imagine that. Jonathan Taylor and DeAndre Swift in this backfield. That would probably kick Kenny Gainwell out of the rotation a little bit, but I mean, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, Landon Dickerson is expected to start Sunday, but we'll see what's up. But yeah, Philly guy says Burns for Barnett and a third. If they did that, I would do it. I ain't gonna cap. I am not gonna lie. What's Swift on pace projection for rushing yards? Somebody said 5 million yards. That's a good question. I'm not good at math. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has 303 through 3 games so far. So you multiply that by, we'll say like 6. That'll be an extra game, but so you're looking at 6, 18, 24, like over 2,000 yards technically, right? 1,800. It'll be 1,800 yards ish. You'll have to take away a couple yards because I added an extra game, so it'll be like probably around 1,700 yards. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head, but yeah, so around there. Like, he didn't play his first week, so who knows, to be honest. If he has another game where he goes for like $150, shoot, he might break a record. It really might be crazy this year with DeAndre Swift. If he plays a full 17 game slate, that would be insane. The Colts went way too much for Taylor. That's kind of where I'm at. Would you trade Kenny for Taylor? I don't know if I mean, Quez in a second for Taylor. That's as I said, $2 billion. I don't know, man. A second round. I don't know if I would give up a second round for Taylor and a player. Maybe just the second rounder. You want the defensive end from Vikings. Maybe they're 0-3, but I don't know. Bring Byard home. I haven't heard anything about Byard. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a guy that's on their radar. The Titans aren't that great this year, but we'll see what happens with that. JJ on this team, not just kidding. Teams like Minnesota could decide to tank soon. Rumors are Kirk to wow. So opportunities will present them. If Kirk Cousins goes to New York Jets, that would be very interesting. That would be very smart, actually, for the Jets. We all saw that, what's his name? Colin Kaepernick wants to go to the Jets as a practice squad quarterback, which I don't know why everybody's so mad about that. Like, who cares? Like, I don't know why people make such a news about him. Titans have a chance to win their division. I can't imagine they trade Byard. They aren't the greatest, but that division isn't the greatest either. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't think that they're totally mathematically out of it, and I don't think that coach is a guy that really wants to tank. So, and what are you tanking for? A quarterback? Ryan Tannehill is not that great, so maybe you don't like Malik, whatever his name is. I forget his last name. But I don't know. I don't know if they're really in tank mode yet. And I think the Panthers maybe are a week or two away. I think the Cardinals came into this season saying we're going to tank. So, we'll see. Buddha, I would love Buddha. I'm going to be real with you. Like I said, Buddha has been a guy that I've asked multiple people about, and they've all told me that there's interest. There's definite interest. One person went as far as saying, just wait. You know what I'm saying? He was like, just wait, because it's coming. That one person that said that isn't necessarily working for the team, but he works for a media outlet. So I kind of, he might have just been kind of hyping me up a little bit. But a lot of people are telling me that the Eagles definitely have interest in Budda Baker, and it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So, I wanted to talk about that. You guys let me know what Jets ain't got nothing left to trade. Maybe picks. What picks do they have? I don't think they gave up too much for Aaron Rodgers. And what they have to understand is that this is going to be a rental because Aaron Rodgers wants to come back. So if you're Kirk Cousins, do you really want to go to the Jets? Because like I said, it's kind of just a rental. It's kind of a 1-year thing. I don't think that they're going to want to keep you here. So might be interesting. Might be very interesting. But listen, guys, we got a whole bunch of y'all in here. We still got 60 people up in the building. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. Join the family. I appreciate all of you guys joining me today. This was a fun one as usual. We got 52 likes. You guys are awesome, man. I can't ask for more. Can I ask for more, man? But also, I do want to remind you guys, we do have the hats going up for sale. So if you guys want to get yourself a Philly hat, and you want Philly, this thing fire. In my opinion, this thing fire, but maybe I'm biased. But like I said, we are doing a giveaway with it. We are giving away a Sean Alexander signed poster if you want that as well. So link is in the description. First 25 people that sign up for the pre-order and purchase the hat will have a chance at winning that. And maybe we'll do another one for the next 25 people. I don't know. If this works out, if y'all like this, then maybe we'll do it again because y'all are good to me, so I want to be good to y'all. That's how it works. Philly fans, we got to keep this circle of love going. That Philly guy said, Joe, answer me this. Why would AZ trade with us after we complained at the draft about Gannon and they had to swap picks with us? They would trade with us because they want something for him. That's what it comes down to. If we give them the best offer, that's why they would trade for us. It doesn't really matter at that point. If you're a team that holds grudges, you're a team that doesn't win many games. It's the truth. We've seen so many times that we would be like, oh, this team ain't going to trade with Howie. Why would they trade with Howie? Why does any team trade with Howie when we've won so many trades? Because at the end of the day, all GMs think that they know what they're doing. And to a certain extent, you have to sometimes give something up to get something. And Budda Baker, if he wants to come to Philadelphia and we want Budda Baker and it just works out that way, then it's going to happen. I don't think that they're sitting there saying, hey, we can't trade with them, man. Jonathan Gannon don't like them. They were mean to him. So I don't think that's the thought process. And they're tanking. They want as many draft picks as they can get. If we offer them a second round pick, it is going to be very hard for them to turn that down. And I think one of the second round picks, let me double check this before I say this, but isn't it from like the Saints? Who is our second round pick from? Let me double check before I say this. I gotta make sure because we're projected to have 10, but I want to see who that second round pick is from. from the Saints. Yeah, so I was right. Look at that. I'm proud of myself. But yeah, so the Saints, they ain't looking that good this year. So if we offered that, which like, looking at it right now, I don't really want to, but if we offered that, it's going to be very, very hard for them to say no. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be very hard for them to say no. Where are the Saints right now? How many games they won? I think they only won one game. Oh, they're 2-1. They're 2-1. So let me stop mine. They just lost their first game, but they trash. They're not even that good. So, I see them losing some games. So, I think that second round pick is going to be pretty high. So, hey, why not? I'm not giving seconds unless it's Chen. You think Chen is worth more than Buda Baker? 2 years doesn't really, I'm sorry, 2 years doesn't really move the needle for me. It really doesn't. Chen is good, though. I would love to get Chen, but I don't know if they would take a second round for him. They might want more. Ben said, nice, I'm willing to sponsor a free sports journal giveaway. Throw up that merch, bro. Let's put it out there, Joe. I'm down, bro. Yeah, I try to put the link in my description, but for some reason it wasn't popping up. I need you to just send me the link. It wasn't working in the thing. But yeah, definitely, guys, check out the sports journal. That thing is fire, man. I'm so excited to get the new edition of it. But yeah, guys, I'll be throwing up the link. Definitely check it out, man. Definitely check it out, because that thing is fire. The second round pick from the Saints from the 2022 draft when we traded down with them from the first round. Yeah, Saints play Tampa Bay next, I think. Yeah, so go Tampa. Go Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Now we can be a fan of Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Chen Young and a beast. Chen last year is this year. He free agent next year. He's a free agent next year. So I don't want to give a second. I don't know. I'm down with whatever's going to help this team. If they feel like Chen is the right move, then go ahead and get Chen. If you think that, Buda Baker is the right move, then go get Buda Baker. What does getting Chen or Buda Baker mean for a guy like Sidney Brown or Reed Blankenship, though? That's really the question. Because I don't think Reed Blankenship's going anywhere. Sidney Brown doesn't seem like he's, at least in the eyes of the team, ready to start. So maybe he's the guy that, they're trying to bring along slowly. Holt said, I think Buda and Sidney Brown basically play the same. I would rather get Chen. That's interesting. Sidney Brown's not even starting, so I don't know how they feel about it. Said, well, Buda's 29 and going to be 30. Explain. BGJ squad. Y'all crazy. You just say he was 27. Now he's 20. I'm confused. Buda can also play slot. That's the thing. That's where he does give us that extra incentive. And my thing is, what are we going to do at that slot position? Because are we just going to keep Bradbury there? Are we going to, Josh Jobe going to stay starting on the outside? That's really going to be interesting to see, because Mario Goodrich wasn't even active. And that was really weird to me to see him not even be active. I was kind of wondering what was going on there, but I'm cool with just having Swift and Penny, and I don't really like Gainwell's running style. Penny needs more playing time, and they should play Albert O more in a 2 tight up. I agree. I wouldn't say I agree all the way. I know you didn't say you hate it, but I don't necessarily dislike. He's 30. How old is he? Y'all got me confused now. I'm just gonna look it up my damn self. I thought he was 29, but how old is he? Y'all got me confused, man. He's 27. All right, he's 27, guys. Let's all calm down. And I'll pin this. So definitely, if you guys want to go check out the sports journal, and here soon we'll run a little giveaway for that as well, man. That would be dope. I appreciate you, Ben. I appreciate you. But I just don't know. I don't necessarily hate Kenny Gainwell's running style. I think he's more of a change of pace type guy. I think that if you have Rashad Penny, I don't know about Rashad Penny either. He hasn't shown me anything to be like, oh my God, he's got to start. I know we didn't give him that many opportunities, but it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, what? Where is he? We're just dismantled because we don't have Penny starting. But definitely DeAndre Swift's that dude. Look, if you want to improve anywhere, I'm not going to be mad at it. I think the defense needs it better, but Jobe is not good on the outside. They need to put Bradbury back on the outside. I wouldn't say Jobe's not good. Jobe did pretty well. He held his own. He definitely held his own last week, against the Buccaneers. When he went against the Vikings, he was getting picked on. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad either. Realistically. Oh, here we go. I knew the Cowboys was going to come in. Hurt sucks. You're going to lose to the Comrades. Didn't you guys just lose to the Cardinals? I'd come in here pretty pissed off, too, if I lost to the Cardinals. Cowboys for life. You want to talk? You want to talk? Come talk to me. What's next? The tush push? You going to talk about that? You going to call our quarterback a running back? What's next? What's next? I'm so excited to hear your rant. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to say. Shut the hell up. I live in Dallas. Best week of work since the week of the bowl. I mean, peaceful down here. Let me get you a moderator. Yeah, I know some people. Tone DeShields lives out there in Texas now. So he's around all them hating-ass Cowboys fans. Yeah, they lost to Sam Howell. They lost to Josh Dobbs. Like, bro, come on. Come on. How do you lose to Josh Dobbs? I'm sorry. I mean, hopefully we don't lose to him. I don't know if we even play him this year, but come on now. Not the tush push, it's the brotherly shove. My bad. I got to get used to saying that. That's what I'm saying, Legal Hustle King. How you going to talk junk about another team when you lost to the Cardinals? You was talking about the Super Bowl the week prior to that. Apparently, you guys can't even beat a team that's trying to lose. The Cardinals fans were more upset that they won than you guys are that you lost. It makes no sense. You're going to go, and this is what's funny. This is going to always be talked about. We're going to go into the 2024 draft, right? And the Cardinals might have the second pick in the draft, and they can't get Caleb Williams. And you know what they're going to say? Well, if the Cowboys beat them, that's sad. That's sad. That is sad, bro. You guys are sad. Yeah, Kaiser White, he did it for Philly. I said that, man. He didn't necessarily do it in Philly, but he did it for Philly. Shout out to Kaiser White. Last time I'm gonna look at this poll, we have 92 votes. Incredible. That means we had almost 100 people in and out this chat. I appreciate you guys immensely. I can't even explain it, especially with all the ads apparently. So I appreciate you guys sticking it out, man. But will Nakobe Dean be a starter when healthy? With 92 votes so far, you guys say 74% of you guys say yes, 26% of you guys say no. So we'll continue to kind of talk about this, and we'll go from there. Where we at? Joe's stats for the 3 games aren't bad. He's not perfect, but developing. That's kind of where I'm at. I feel like you got to give him a little bit of time. We threw him in there cold against the Vikings, so give him a little bit of time, see what happens. Fact of the day, Sam Howell is undefeated in his career versus the Dallas Cowboys. Yikes. Don't do that, because then you're going to be like, 8-3. 8-3. We 8-3 against you guys. 8-3. And then you bring up the playoffs. Oh, you changing the goalposts, moving the goalposts. All that matters is the regular season. Yeah. Cowboys fans are corny as hell. They definitely do, Dake. They definitely do. The Cards beat Dallas for 4 quarters to it wasn't. The Cowboys were unlucky. The Cards. No, ask them. You asked them. It was the refs. It was this. It was. They probably played in a hurricane in that game. We just didn't see it. It was an imaginary tornado that went through and took the ball from Dak when he threw that interception. Like, they have the funniest excuses ever. How does the name Cow Bussy sound? We beat them by 14. Yeah. Key word is beat the Bucks. Yeah, we beat. Y'all lost. Beat and loss is wins and losses have two totally different letters, right? A W is that thing that goes like that, right? A L is that thing that goes like that. Oh, we had 3 O linemen out. Boo hoo. This dude said we had 3 O linemen out. So what? Our old lineman went down against the Bucks. We just was talking about that. You didn't see that? Nope, you didn't see that, huh? We just was talking about how our linebackers hurt for a while. Oh, you didn't see that? No, guess not. Our safety was out one of the games. Oh, you didn't see that, huh? No, guess not. Our slot cornerback is out for the season. Did you see that? Oh, guess not. Looks like we got excuses too, but looks like we also have 3 wins. Crazy how that happens, right? Crazy how that happens. We got excuses too. We can complain about stuff, but it's crazy how that happens, right? It's cute though. Honestly, it's cute. Cowboys fan for life. I respect you. It takes a lot of balls to come out of that rock that you guys been hiding under and talk about your team, because y'all are trash. Keep your chest pumped out though. I respect it. Exactly, Tracy. It's excuses. What's the excuses for your ishy run defense? Oh, yeah, I would love to hear that. Focus on beating Sam Howell with Jalen Tebow. Like goalpost moving. Moving that goalpost. And I bet you any money there's gonna be a Cowboys fan that comes in here and be like, "Oh, you talking about the Cowboys? You need to talk about the Cowboys to be relevant." But y'all be in my chat. That's the crazy part. Y'all be in my chat talking to me about y'all weird ass Cowboys. Y'all trash. Dak Prescott, ain't it? Y'all talking about y'all was all so high. Shout out to my guy Jay Tuck, man. Jay Tuck put out a rumor. I don't know if it was true or if he was just kind of playing with y'all, but he was talking about how who was it? It was some wide receiver that you guys were supposedly linked to. Devontae Adams, I think it was, or something that was way out of left field. Either way, he put it out there, and all of Dallas was like, yeah, we need to go get, or no, it's Kyle Pitts. There we go, Kyle Pitts, right? Oh, yeah, we need to go get him, get more weapons. But when the Eagles got more weapons for Jalen Hurts, oh, yeah, I don't trust Jalen Hurts. Y'all don't trust Jalen Hurts. Y'all obviously don't trust Jalen Hurts. Funny thing is, Cowboys have been running the ball in the red zone with Tony Pollard a whole bunch. Been hearing them complain a whole bunch about how they run the ball in the red zone, right? Too much. But when the Eagles run the ball in the red zone, they don't trust Jalen Hurts. They don't trust him. Not that stupid. Sounds dumb as hell. And then the QB sneak thing. He has a noodle arm. You got a noodle brain if you really think that, Cowboys fan for life. Yeah, you need it. I'm telling you, bro, football is a very, very fun thing. If you actually watch it, you can have some fun, man. Sit around with some friends. You know what I'm saying? If you're old enough, grab a beer. If you're not old enough, grab a soda pop. I don't know what the hell you're going to drink. But grab something to drink. Relax, get one of those football bowls with it, like fill it with Tostitos, you know what I'm saying? Get some salsa and watch a football game. These things are really cool, man. Like really cool. So then when you come on, shows like this, you don't sound as stupid. So, just a suggestion. You don't have to listen to it. I'm just suggesting, and it's a really fun game to watch. I tell you, you can even watch highlights and actually get more insight than what you're obviously getting. So Mozzie plays a different position than who? Who does he asked, where's Mozzie at? And you said he plays a different position than Carter. No, he doesn't. See, this is what I'm talking about, Cowboys for life. You're better than, I don't know you, but I'm hoping you're better than this. All right? Because going through life this ignorant is not good for you, man. I'm here to help, to be honest with you. Before I get out of here, usually we end after an hour, but you piqued my interest, all right? Don't lose to the Cardinals. Oops, you already did. Don't talk to us about winning or losing. You cannot talk to us about winning or losing. Mozzie plays the same exact position as Jalen Carter, just plays it way worse, all right? So let's be clear about that. You know what a defensive tackle is? That's what Mozzie is, right? That's also what Jalen Carter is. See how they both have the same letters at their position? Yeah, so we're learning. We'll get there. I hope I see you tomorrow, Cowboys for life. And maybe we learn something else tomorrow. Like the difference between winning and losing. We can learn that tomorrow if you want. You let me know. Leave a comment and let me know what you want to learn tomorrow, because obviously Cowboys fans just don't know anything about football. Just like Rome. I love you, Rome, but saying Osa plays it better, come on, bruh. So PFF's wrong. All of NFL's wrong. Like, come on, man. Come on, bruh. I need you to make a t-shirt that says Osa plays it better. That's what you should do. Or most hated. Osa's the most hated. Stop it. And I ain't hating on your shirt. It's a dope shirt. But y'all stupid. Y'all sound stupid. This dude really trying to compare Osa, whatever his name is, to Jalen Carter when the whole NFL realizes who's better, except for Cowboys fans who just lost, let's remind them, to the worst team in the NFL that is trying to lose. I'm not salty about your shirt, bro. I knew you was going to go there. It's a dope shirt. It was a joke. Giants, Jets, Cardinals are world beaters for sure. Exactly. They played. Our road to the Super Bowl was way, way softer than that. I wish we could have played the Giants. Oh, yeah, we did. I wish we could have played the Jets. Oh, yeah, we got 8 sacks on them last year. I wish we could have played the Cardinals. We didn't play them, but we would have whooped their ass. Come on, bruh. Nobody brought up Osa. No, literally nobody brought up Osa. You brought up Osa. But, yeah, it makes Mozzie as a buzzer. But Mozzie, Look, I'll say it just like I said about Jordan Davis. Even though Jordan Davis is becoming more than what we expected him to be, Jordan Davis's role, Jordan Davis's job when he was drafted was to be a run stopper. That's the same thing that Mozzie is here to do, or there to do, excuse me. He's not here, God bless, thank you. He's not in Philly. He's in Dallas to be a run stopper. And he's been doing his job. You know, a lot of the runs that have been happening on them has been to the outside. Now, Cowboys for life. You see how I used context? You see how I used actual facts to agree that, look, Mozzie's not terrible, but is he Jalen Carter? No, not at all. Not at all. You guys so cocky any given Sunday. I'm rooting for Sam. I think gonna succeed. You want him to succeed, and that's cute. That's cute. Imagine me saying, I hope Sam Howell wins. I hope the Commanders win. You'll never hear me say that. You'll never hear me say, oh, I hope the Giants win. I told James in the Best of Enemies right before y'all game against the Giants that I hate the Giants and I hope y'all beat them because I can't stand the Giants more than I hate the Cowboys. I'm dead serious, but y'all just bored, and I'm cool with that. I really don't care. I'm cool with that. Rome said 207 yards off tackle last week. I'll send you in the breakdown. Who, me? I mean, I watched the game. I saw a bunch of breakdowns of it. I already know. I just said it. I literally just said it. I see when I give you Mozzie not on Carter level, who compared him. You did. I'm out of here, guys. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. We will be back tomorrow. We got 66 people in the chat. Be sure to check out the hats, man. I love y'all. Cowboys fans, man. I'm trying to have a good day before I go into work, and y'all not gonna do this to me, all right? Y'all can keep talking to these guys. I can't do it no more. I just can't do it. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe on your way out. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Rome, you know you my dog. Don't take none of this personal. Cowboys for life. You can take it all personal. I don't know who you are. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is fly eagles fly. And Jalen Carter is far better than anybody that the Cowboys have. Say it with me now. Peace!
Yeah, fly eagles flying on the team. Touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do him in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.